Hey everybody, welcome back to my modern homestead. If you're new here, my name is Janet and we have Alyssa behind the counter. The camera, but she is behind the counter. So today, what I'm going to do is I need to get supper ready, and we are having Alice Springs chicken. My friend Morgan on Morgan Munday just made it, and we just did all this chicken. I said, I have got to have Alice Springs chicken because it is my favorite. And we have some squash soaking in the sink. So the other thing I want to show you is how I get my squash ready for the freezer. First thing we need to do is get our chicken breast ready for the freezer. It says to fillet the breast in half. And I boo-booed, you guys. I accidentally left my breast in the refrigerator uncovered. So 2 of these are a little dried out. So I went ahead and pulled out some others just to have in case we bite into these and they're too dry. You can see right here. See where I left it in the refrigerator? Uncovered. It's all right. So let me get these cut in half, and then we're just going to season them with seasoned salt. Alrighty. That's all cut. This is my dirty hand, my clean hand. We're just going to season nicely with some seasoning salt. I'm just using Magic Chef. Use whatever seasoning salt you like. Be careful if it's got salt in it. You don't want it to be too salty. Let me get my knife back out and fix that one, don't I? If you sprinkle one side heavy, go light on the other. There's that part of the breast that was yucky. Alrighty. So I'm going to let this sit in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Make sure it's all on the plate so it doesn't drip. And then while this is going, let's get our bacon ready. All right, we're just going to go ahead and get this in the skillet. I have about 6 pieces. I might do 8. Just whatever you like, really. I have done a whole 12-ounce pack of bacon for this recipe. While I'm working on this, Alyssa is getting everything else ready. This is for the honey mustard part of it. We have 1/2 cup to 1/4 cup to 1/3 cup. Hold on. I'm sorry, I had to get my head straight. That was 1/4 cup to 1/3 cup of honey. Alyssa's still making me think I'm saying it wrong. And then here she's got 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise and 1/4 cup of mustard. My honey had crystallized. I've just got it sitting in some warm water. And we're also going to do 2 teaspoons of dried onion flakes, a cup of sliced fresh mushrooms, and 2 cups of Colby Jack cheese. So all we have to do is just wait on our bacon to get done. Ooh, ninja skills. All right, here's our honey, and in here we have 2 teaspoons of onion flakes, I'm hoping that honey dissolves a little bit more. And then here's our 2 tablespoons of mustard, 1/4 of a teaspoon, excuse me, that's not a teaspoon, a cup, 1/4 of a cup of prepared mustard, and just mix that all together. And that way this will be ready when our chicken and bacon are done. Okay, while I finish up the bacon, Alyssa is rinsing off the squash and putting it in the strainer. Right, now this bacon, we want it crisp. So I'm letting it get a little extra done. That way it will crumble nicely. All right, while this one piece, while this one piece of bacon finishes up, I'm going to go ahead and start browning the chicken. We're not trying to get it done. We're just trying to brown it on all sides. Once it starts browning, you can turn it over. Now, I did not drain the bacon grease. We're frying this in the grease. I know, really healthy. Hold on, I can't do this with the camera on. This is that crazy eye. It either wants to be too low or too high. It doesn't know an in between. There we go. Just starting to brown. That's all you're looking for. Alrighty guys, here I'm just crumbling up the bacon that we cooked. I've taken all the chicken off of the stove. And you guys, if you want to see Morgan's version, hers is easier. This is just the way I've always done it. And this recipe is not mine. It is a copycat recipe from Outback Steakhouse. I remember the very first time I ever had it. I fell in love with it. So I was so excited when I found this recipe. Hold on just a second. All right. What we need to do now is to put honey mustard over each piece of chicken. It doesn't have to be pretty or perfect because this is going to cook and run everywhere anyway. Now this is not my Trim Healthy Mama honey mustard, which actually, you guys, I love that honey mustard. This is just the original honey mustard for the original recipe. All right, so we get that on. And also, you don't have to put the onion flakes in that. You can put them on the chicken itself, or you can leave them off. But at this point, all we do is just cover it with mushrooms. The amount in the recipe says 1 cup. You can do more, or you can do less, or you can do none at all. This is your recipe, make it your way. So after we do this, we're also going to add the, I just break up these bigger pieces. We're just going to add the bacon. Now, no, I did not wash these mushrooms. They're already sliced. Do y'all wash your sliced mushrooms? I never have, not my whole life. Somebody in one of my other recipes got upset because I didn't wash bell pepper. Sorry if that's you. I get in a hurry sometimes when I'm trying to get these videos done so they're not so long for y'all, and that's just the way it rolls. So now we cover it with our bacon. Whatever you do, please don't leave off the bacon. Oh my goodness, that would be a crime against this chicken. Where do I need it, my watcher? Anywhere else?
That little spot right there.
All right, and now you cover it with as much cheese as you want. The recommended amount is 2 cups of Colby Jack cheese, but you can use whatever makes your heart happy. On with the cheese. If you're trying to watch those calories, get a low-calorie cheese, or go skimpy with it. So, she says don't skip the bacon or the cheese. Her first question was, do we have enough cheese, Mom? That looks good. Doesn't that look good to you? All right, where am I missing? I've got a hole. She's my hole catcher. Got enough? Mm-hmm. All right, there you go. So we'll pop this in the oven for 30 minutes. All right, now while that's going, I'm going to measure out my squash. I'm going to measure 6 pounds for a squash casserole so I can put it in the freezer. I actually went to the farmer's market to get a box of squash, and this, well, not even this, they only had a couple of little bitty baskets. So these little bitty squashes are what came from the farmer's market. And you guys, if you can't grow it, go buy it. It's okay. Don't feel guilty about that. So let's measure out 6 pounds. I had to stop and get mushrooms on the way also at the store. So I just picked up more squash to make sure I had 6 pounds. There's 4. Got another colander. Ooh, Lord gracious, that's heavy. 5. Almost there. 6. Okay, that's 6 pounds. This should be about 6 pounds. I think that's actually more. Whoa. That's right at 6 pounds. Oh, that's great. So I have enough for 2 squash casseroles. All I will do is just chip it up. I gotta put it back in here because this is, well, this is my bowl I need. Got runaway squash. We're going to get this cleaned up. I'm just trying to hurry to show you what I'm going to do. All right, to do my squash, this is it. Just slice it up until it's all done. Our last piece of squash from that one bowl. Now what I will do at this point is put it straight into a freezer saver bag. To make sure that was 6 pounds. Whoops. If you watched my chicken processing video, you saw me using these. I will just write on the outside that it's 6 pounds of squash. Why didn't that come on? 8. Oh my. Cut finger, I can't write. 6 pounds of squash. And no, I didn't cutting up the squash. I did it when I was doing the chicken. 5 pounds, 12 ounces, close enough. All right. We'll just put it in here and seal it up. I wanted to mention too that when I was cutting this up, you probably noticed that I had all sorts of sizes of pieces. You guys, that was very intentional. This squash will cook for a really long time to get it ready for the casserole. And I like for there to be some big chunks. I like for some of it to stew down so that when you're eating the casserole, you just get little chunks every now and then. So don't worry about that. That was very intentional. If I had not wanted to do that, I would have just used my cutting board and been careful cutting. All right, guys, so we had to back up. 6 pounds of squash will not go in a 1 gallon size what is this? Food saver bag. So we just backed up and did 3 pounds. So what you do is just stick it in here. And this is dry, so we're gonna put this to dry. Oh my stars, y'all. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen? That just fascinates me. So anyway, I have the rest of this squash to go ahead and vacuum seal, and then I've got to start over with this squash. We'll be back. All right, there we go. It's right out of the oven. Does that not look amazing? So I'm going to let it sit here and cool for just a bit while I finish up the squash. Now, all right, there we go. We have supper done and we have squash ready for our squash casseroles. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, if you want to see how to do this Alice Springs chicken, where it is Trim Healthy Mama friendly, or if you want to see how to do it for a big family, go see Morgan Munday right here on YouTube. I will put her name somewhere around here so that you can see how to spell it and so that you can find her channel. Guys, you know I love it when y'all come and spend a few minutes with me. I'm so glad you did. And until we meet again, may you be blessed and may you be a blessing to someone else. Love you guys.